Hey there, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me on this quick little tutorial. I've been enjoying making these little winter wreaths for your packages for this year. And I thought, I'd do a quick little show of how I make them. It's not hard, and I thought you might enjoy making some too. So there'll be a complete materials list in the description, but I'm just showing you briefly the things that I have on hand. A hot glue gun, some of those Greenery pipe cleaners. I got those from Hobby Lobby. A circle that'll match the size of your finished piece so that it makes it easier to cut out the images and the felt for the back. Some greenery. I get mine sometimes from the thrift store, or little off pieces that fall off from my decorations, or little pieces that I save of ribbon and buttons and berries and things that fall off I keep there. Also a great way to reuse your greeting cards and maybe old books that you find from the thrift store and the bargain bin. They'll have nice pictures inside. In addition to that, you'll need maybe some Elmer's glue or some white paint, some glitter, and then some good scissors. Something to hold the hot glue in place without using your actual fingers would be helpful too. I use tweezers, sometimes a popsicle stick. That little rubber mat there you see, the pink one on the side that I have my hot glue gun on, is really great for gluing your pieces onto as well, so that if some of the glue squishes out over the side, it doesn't stick to the paper or the table you're working on. It'll just peel right off the mat. I don't remember where I got that one from. I've had it forever, so it's kind of dirty, but it does the trick. So you can see how I started that. I just took one of the pipe cleaners, eyeballed a circle so that there were two little tails left at the end. You twist it once at the neck and then overlap the tails, and it creates this little wreath shape. That little loop at the top is where I stick the string through to tie it onto packages. You could also just put a ornament hanger or a ribbon to put it on a tree, because they make great ornaments after the fact. And put them on the present and have like a second gift. Here I am using it as kind of a frame to see what the pictures look like through it, and I love this cardinal. I'm taking the circle that is basically the same size as the wreath I'm making, so I can trace it and cut it out. Sometimes you want to make sure you leave a little extra room at the bottom. That way you have space to add some glittery snow, put the leaves and berries and whatnot, and it doesn't cover up the image quite as much. So after I cut out this circle, I'll pick a felt color, and I will also trace the circle onto the felt, and I'll cut that out as well. See, look how cute. I'm going to save that because I like to reuse as much of the cardstock and the pretty background paper as possible. I'm taking out a white colored pencil, but later on I've made about 35 of these this season, and I fine-tuned it a little bit more after I made this video. So I had a gold pen that worked much better on the felt, so I started using that instead. So you want to be sure your scissors are sharp, but it does not have to be precise or perfect. That's what's so great about this. It's just supposed to be relaxing. Just be sure when you glue the felt to the paper that you glue the side with any of the pen mark or pencil mark up, so it won't be seen on the back when you flip it over. Okay, so like I said, I've made a lot of these now, and I've found it's much easier rather than applying the glue to the wreath like I'm doing here. It's easier to apply the glue to the paper and then hold the wreath over it and put it on and then hold it into place. It's a little less messy because when you flip it over, sometimes the glue globs off of it. So that's just a little thing that's different than what I'm doing here. So you can see I'm using the popsicle stick. It's drying now, and there's what it looks like on the back. Nice and clean and neat. And now we get to the fun part, after we get the strings off, of course, to decorating. That's my favorite part. I find it easier to just prepare a bunch of them to make it to this stage first and then decorate them all at once too. But just for the sake of showing you a completed project from start to finish, I'm just doing this one. I'm going to speed up probably the rest of the video now because it's just me picking and choosing and seeing what looks good and gluing, and you guys know how to do that. So I hope you enjoy this. At the end I show a little bit of all the different ones that I've made, and I just hope you have a lot of fun with this too. Here I'm using some Elmer's glue to be a little bit more precise with where I'd like the glitter to be. It takes longer to dry, but the finer tip makes it a little easier to control. That's why in the beginning I also recommended white paint. Sometimes I use that to glob onto the leaves and the greenery and sprinkle glitter on that because it dries with the white so it looks more like snow, whereas the Elmer's glue and the hot glue dry clear. Using a little tape to clean up the back, and there it is. They really do make the packages look extra special. I'm hoping you'll try making some of these too. And if you share them on Instagram, please tag me at Lotus and Nightshade. I'd love to see them. If you enjoyed this, I appreciate any likes, shares, or comments. I read them all, and it means so much to me. So have a wonderful season, and here's to 2024 filled with good things. Talk to you soon. Bye.